What's up, YouTube? This is your boy right here. You know what they call me. I go by that name, man. And my name is J Story. You heard me? But today, I'm really not gonna give you a story. I'm just gonna talk about, disabled people and relationship. We're not talking about co-worker relationship. We're not talking about friendship, situationship. We're talking about real deal relationship. You heard me? Um, it's crazy because when you're disabled and you try to go towards or for a relationship, meaning whether it's with the same or the opposite, it's different. I don't knock anybody for their sexual orientation. I just choose the straight side of life, you know. Um, for me, and I'm gonna give you, I guess this is a part of my story. For me, it's been an uphill battle. Um, Especially if you're trying and nothing seems to work. This is why I simply tell people it takes more than loving someone. You have to love past condition. You have to love past circumstance. You have to love past what you see from the physical standpoint. Because the thing about it is, even in the real world, even in the real life world outside of social media, we are all rather um into our own things. Whether it's a woman who's thick and plush, ample and all of that, to whether it be someone with tattoos everywhere, piercings in their face, all that right there's a preference. But as you mature in life, preferences kind of take a back burner to the true story, if I may say it like that, because uh, unconditional love, a lot of people don't understand the real definition of unconditional love. Unconditional love is simply this, ladies and gentlemen. Unconditional love is, it doesn't matter what your significant other goes through, whether he ends up like myself in a wheelchair or something happens where he loses a leg, she loses the arm, she loses the eye, she can lose whatever, but it doesn't matter because it's unconditional. You dig? It's unconditional. I mean, because what I've learned over the course of time, by me being in a wheelchair, I've learned to not force myself on anyone. I've learned to understand who I am and love me. Because if I love me, then in turn I am able to love whomever. But where the world goes wrong, they want everyone to be an Instagram model, a Facebook model, a Snapchat model, all this kind of stuff. But when it really boils down, do you know the real them? Do you know who they really are? Do you know what they look like before they put on that makeup in the morning? Do you know how they walk around their house in the morning? Do you know how they wake up out of bed in the morning. Do you really know this? This is why when in a relationship for someone in a wheelchair or someone of disability, period, I advise them to be real up front, because if they can't accept you for you, and this doesn't just apply to anyone in a wheelchair, just that alone, but it applies to everybody in the world, or everybody that's going to listen to this video. You hear me? It applies to everybody. If you cannot be real, which means if you cannot be authentic, if you cannot say, I'm this, I'm that, I don't have a whole lot of money, but what I have, I'm willing to share with you. If a person will not allow you to be yourself, then that is the wrong person. I'm so sorry. And I will say this, I will say that being different is not always bad, because opposites do attract. Let me tell you why. Opposites will attract only if you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone. You know, try to talk to someone that's different from you. Talk to someone that may be a little bit more eccentric than you. Talk to someone that's a little more open-minded than you. Talk to someone that has a little bit more of perspective on life. Everybody in this world deserves love. 34 years for me has not been easy. I've always thought that I've had something to prove and thin to someone that I wanted to be with, you heard me? Because I always felt like within myself, I wasn't good enough. Because no one wants to be with a man who doesn't work, quote unquote, and he doesn't have steady income coming in, and this and that, and all of this type of stuff. But you know what? When I looked at the world and how a lot of ladies take care of able-bodied men who do not even try to do anything for themselves, I said, it's no different. But the thing that I have to offer to the world is simply this. If you're in a wheelchair and you're listening to me, if you're disabled and you're listening to me, love you for you. Because the way that somebody's going to be attracted to you, if they see you loving you and your swag is on 1,000, you hear me? And you turn, you hear me? And they know that they're going to smile with you. And they know that they're going to be happy with you. Someone that wants true happiness in their life will go to the ends of the earth with you. That's for someone who's standing up, sitting down, crawling, climbing, anything. That's not just for disabled people. You know. And we as disabled people, and when I say we, I'm speaking to anybody else that has some form of disability, we don't like to market ourselves the right way, you know. But me, I thank God that my mother and people again who were around me that had a positive influence on who I am as a man, they told me, they said, look, you saucy, so you don't have nothing to worry about. But you know, I got looked at so many years. I got overlooked so many years because I was sitting down. But what women did not know is I may be sitting down physically, but mentally and emotionally, I was the one to stand with you. I was the one to hold you down when you cried. I was the one to make sure you knew that you were loved. You heard me? I was the one to make sure you knew that you're cared about, you know. And I had to go back to a lot of people in my life and say, you know, I'm sorry. Because it's your decision on whether you want to be with me or not. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a wheelchair and you're listening to me, let me tell you something. If you're under the age of, if you're over the age of 18 through 25, you're going to go through something. Because it's going to be hard out here. And a lot of people are not going to tell you that. They're going to say, oh, love is going to come when you least expect it. Yes, it will. It's a true story. Love will come when you least expect it, but you guess what? You have to think about those people who really, really want you versus those people who only want you for what you have to offer. Now look, me, I don't have a lot to offer, but guess what I do have? I have a heart that is pure gold. You understand me? I have a love to share that is like no other. You know, I'm one of the type of people who will compliment you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 times a day. You hear me? And I've had people tell me straight up and down, you compliment me too much. You say this to me too much. Oh yeah? Well, if you want someone who is going to disrespect you and call you outside of your name, by all means, please move around and keep on going. Because I need someone to know, even though I'm sitting down, I'm going to stand in my rightful place as a man to let you know, regardless of my situation, my prayers will cover you. Regardless of my situation, my love will cover you. Regardless of what I may not have, when I do have it, I will give it to you. This is what people don't realize and people don't understand. There's more to life than giving monetarily. There's more to life than giving sexually, because the thing that you have to realize about sex is simple. After a certain age, sex is going to be useless. So you're going to have to love that person for them. Now there's some people in wheelchairs and some people who stand on their feet that can't have sex. But they deserve to be loved too. You know, the internet has made it easier to date. I said this over on my Facebook. The internet has made it easier to date, but harder to love. But as for me, if I tell you I love you, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You heard me? Because people don't know how small of a word love is, but it is yet so large. The word love is so small, but yet so large. This is why when I say it from my soul. I do not look at a woman and say I love you and not mean it at all. I cannot do it. But people today throw this word around like loose leaf paper. And majority of people like myself that are in predicaments, we deserve love too. We need love too. Everybody in this world, whether you be gay, straight, lesbian, bisexual, whatever the case may be, everybody needs love. Everybody. For me, I learned how to love myself. I learned how to appreciate the love that God gave to me. And I prayed and said, God, give me somebody that needs the love that I possess. Because a lot of women wanted the love and the quality of man that I am, but they didn't want it in me. They wanted the love that I have, but they wanted it in another man's body. You know, um, stop looking at these women. Stop being so superficial and shallow. Women and men alike, disabled, non-disabled. Stop being so superficial and shallow, saying, oh, she's not fine enough for me. Oh, he's not fine enough for me. Oh, he does not have enough money for me. Guess what? I'm going to tell you a little secret. Do you know, along with time, you hear me? With time, physicality changes. Yeah, physicality changes, my baby. I'm telling you, physicality changes. So if you're just looking to love somebody for a look, guess what? Sorry, you're in the wrong business. You heard me? Because what will you do when that woman don't look like she used to? What will you do when that man can't keep up the muscle that he used to have? What will you do then? Will you leave them and try to find somebody else? And I want you to understand that that will change too. You know, I wish the world could take one day and really talk to a person in a wheelchair. Just take one day to get to know somebody that's different from you. And you'll see that they're not too much different. They just have physical limitations. Because I have the ability to love people that are mentally challenged, physically challenged, any kind of different challenges that people face in life, they still have the ability to love. But it's so many people in this world that do not see what they have to offer because you won't give it a chance. You might be overlooking a big time blessing because you're looking for someone with the biggest butt, or you're looking for someone with the nicest shape, and you're looking for someone with the biggest pockets or the biggest muscles. You might be missing out on your blessing because you want to be shallow. Give different a chance. Hashtag give different a chance. And I thank God for answering prayers, because when you pray for a certain thing, God gives it to you when you mean it from your heart. Listen, this goes out to anyone in a wheelchair who really wants to be loved. Don't give up on your dream. Never let your dream catch you sleeping, because you know what? You don't know who really loves you, because you have to put yourself out there. You have to tell yourself that you're capable. You have to tell yourself that you're capable. I had to do it. I still have to do it every day. Thank you. Thank you. When I say thank you, you know who I'm talking to. Thank you for helping me understand that someone can see past a disability, physicality, and see the real. Because let me tell you a secret. When a man tells a woman that she's beautiful, try this, disabled men. Look past what you want and see what you need. When a man tells a woman that she's beautiful, guess what? That man really sees her soul. Because when a man states the fact that a woman is fine, guess what he's only seeing? He's only seeing the physicality. But the fact of the matter is, physicality will change. You can wake up in the morning and be just like me. You have to learn that love can come from anywhere, any place, and anybody if you're willing to let them love you. You know, I'm being honest, man. I'm being honest. If you sit back and say, I give up on love, this goes out to everybody, man. Not just people in wheelchairs. This goes out to everybody. If you sit back and say, I give up on love, love doesn't exist, you'll never find it. You will never find it. I'm sorry, you will never find it. Ma'am, sir, be honest with yourself. Find the different in you and love the different in you. And maybe then and only then will you love somebody else different. Break outside of the box that you're used to and love on her. Love on him. Parents with kids in wheelchairs, guess what? Teach your kids that they're loved too. Parents with kids with all kinds of different disabilities, tell them that they can be loved too. Because you cannot tell a child that they don't deserve love. Why? Because they grow up believing this. You know what my mom told me? This is my story, man. You know what my mama told me? My mama said, Josh, I know you feel bad because you don't have this, you don't work or anything like that, and you feel like you should have more than what you have and this and that. She said, but somebody's going to love you right where you are. In your wheelchair, somebody's going to love you unconditionally. And I'm saying to any and everybody who's willing to listen to this video, somebody will love you unconditionally right where you are. And again, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to you. Thank you. Point blank period. Thank you to you. You know who you are. Thank you to you. Thank you to you. But if you want to subscribe to this video, please subscribe. Thank you for the new subscribers. Get this video to 20 likes, please. Thank you. Hit the notification bell, man. That will let you know when I drop another one of these bangers on you. You feel me? But at the same time, if you want to follow me on YouTube, I go by my real name. No fakes, no filters over here, man. My real name is Joshua Rowe, a.k.a. J Starry. You heard me. Instagram, JStarry _ Mr. _ Rowe. Again, if you want to follow me on my Instagram name is JStarry _ Mr. Rowe _ So, if you want to follow me on my Twitter, please follow me at JStarry at Twitter. So, when I end this video, I'm going to say it to you like this right here. You heard me? Look. Share this video, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Thank you. I appreciate those who do listen, to those who have listened. All of that, man. I appreciate all of the love, all of the support, all of my Facebook squad, all of my storytellers, you hear me? The ones that tell the true story, So I appreciate each and every one of you, and like I always say before I get up out of here, if you have a story, Don't let nobody else tell your story, because can't nobody tell your story like you tell your story. And until next time, this has been your boy. I'm gone.